Khadgar, the mage who, with a small group of super powerful lore figures, manages to break into Draenor and set up a base camp. Then he sends you on a super long mission to gather stuff for a legendary ring. If you don't know who Khadgar is and you've played Warlords of Draenor, then you're probably living under a rock. But who is this guy anyway? Well, apparently he's supposed to be Khadgar from lore, who helped kill the Sargeras-controlled Medivh and was aged 50 years in the process, and then went on to use the Skull of Gul'dan to destroy the Dark Portal during Warcraft 2, and wasn't seen again until the Burning Crusade. Besides being a quest giver and Burning Crusade, he hasn't really done much since. And all of a sudden, he's in the middle of the action, chasing down Gul'dan and wielding Adesh, the legendary staff only given to the Guardian of Tirisfal. Except, Khadgar isn't a Guardian. He was just an apprentice to the last Guardian, Medivh. While there is no denying that Khadgar is one of the most powerful wizards alive right now, he's a little stronger than he really should be. And is a little too interested in Gul'dan, whom he says he's had a long history with, but in reality, his only history with him is using his skull. And when Gul'dan talks to Khadgar, he even refers to him in quotes, almost as if he too realizes that it's not really him. All of this has led to some interesting theories about Khadgar, and that he might not actually be Khadgar. Well then, who is Khadgar really? Some people speculate that Khadgar is actually Medivh, and I will admit they have some pretty good reasons for thinking so. For one, at the end of Warcraft 3, Medivh just kind of walks off and is never heard from again, so it's not too far-fetched to think he would come back. There's also the whole Raven thing. The only people who are able to transform into animals are Druids. Druids and Medivh. He's like one of the lone exceptions, and he only turns into a raven. And then here's Khadgar, turning into a raven like it ain't no thing. Also, he's crazy powerful compared to Warcraft 2 and BC. In BC, he didn't really do much, and in Warcraft 2, he needed the Skull of Gul'dan to destroy the Dark Portal. Now, he's just teleporting people from hundreds of yards away easily and destroying bridges like it's nothing. You know who else was a crazy strong wizard without any artifacts to boost his power? Why, the most powerful mage who ever lived, that is. Although, to be fair, he did have some help from Sargeras. And let's not forget the whole Adesh thing. For no reason, he just has Adesh, the legendary staff only given to Guardians of Tirisfal. Supposedly, Medivh's son is supposed to have it right now, but Medivh's son is a super Mary Sue OP insert character, so I forgive Blizzard for writing him out of the lore, but that still leaves no reason for Khadgar to actually have the staff. Of course, one could also claim the new Khadgar is actually Sargeras himself, with all the same evidence present for Medivh, since Sargeras was in control of Medivh, but I have figured out the real answer. Who is this mysterious Khadgar? Well, Khadgar is actually Mystique from X-Men. Now, hear me out. Mystique has the ability to shapeshift, which means she could easily take the form of Khadgar. Mystique's real name is Raven Darkholm. What animal does Khadgar turn into? That's right, a raven. In X-Men Utopia, Mystique takes the form of Professor Xavier and goes around pretending to be this all-powerful psychic because she's being controlled by the Green Goblin from the Spider-Man universe. And if she disobeys him, he'll blow her up because he put a whole bunch of nano machines in her body. World of Warcraft totally has lore as crazy and convoluted as that, so it's not too far-fetched to fit the pieces together. The Green Goblin is similar to Gul'dan. Xavier is similar to Warcraft mages. Mystique pretended to be someone else because she's being controlled by bad guys like how Medivh was being controlled by Sargeras. If you ask me, it all fits together so perfectly that I'm surprised no one else has put this theory out there on the forums or Reddit yet. While everyone's pointing fingers at Medivh and Sargeras, what you really should be watching out for is when they reveal Khadgar was Mystique all along. After all, it's the only thing that makes sense.